the room is already quiet. It has been quiet for a long time. Nothing rushes here. Nothing needs to hurry. A soft lamp glows in the corner. Its light is warm, not too bright, not too dim, just enough, the kind of light that rests gently on the walls, the kind that makes shadows soft. Take a slow breath. Let the room feel quiet. A wooden chair sits near the window. It has been there for many years. Its arms are smooth from use. Its seat is firm, but familiar. A small cushion rests against the back. Soft, worn, comforting. Beside the chair, a basket of yarn waits patiently. The yarn is not tangled. It is not messy. It is simply resting. Soft strands of wool in gentle colors. Cream, dusty blue, faded rose. A touch of warm brown. Colors that do not ask for attention. Colors that feel calm. The basket leans slightly to one side, as if it has settled into its place over time. Nothing in this room feels new. Everything feels known. Everything feels like it belongs. The window is closed, but beyond it, winter moves slowly. Snow falls. Not in a hurry, not in heavy gusts, just a quiet falling. Each flake drifting down, one at a time. You cannot hear it, but you can feel it. A soft stillness, a gentle hush, the kind that makes the world feel smaller, the kind that brings everything closer. Take another slow breath. Let your shoulders rest. On the small wooden table beside the chair, a cup of tea waits. The steam rises gently, thin and quiet. The scent is soft, chamomile perhaps, or something warm and herbal. Nothing sharp, nothing strong, just comfort. The cup is simple, white with a thin line around the rim, a small chip near the handle. It has been used many times, and it will be used many more. There is no rush. There is nowhere to go. The clock on the wall ticks, slow, steady, each second passing without urgency. Tick, tick, tick. The sound does not interrupt the silence. It becomes part of it. It reminds the room that time is still moving, even when everything feels still, even when nothing changes. The wooden floor beneath the chair is warm in color. It holds the quiet of many winters. Soft creaks live within it. But for now, it rests, still, calm, at ease. The air in the room carries a gentle warmth, not from a loud fire, not from anything strong, just a quiet, steady heat, the kind that stays close, the kind that wraps around you without asking, the kind that feels like it has always been there. Take a slow breath, let it out slowly. There is a sense of waiting in the room, not a restless waiting, not a worried waiting, a peaceful kind, as if the room knows what comes next, as if it has seen this moment before, many times. The chair is ready, the yarn is ready, the tea is warm, everything is in its place. A soft blanket rests over the back of the chair. It is handmade. You can tell by the small imperfections. The stitches are not perfectly even, but that is what makes it gentle. That is what makes it real. Each stitch holds time. Each row holds patience. The blanket carries quiet memories of evenings like this, of hands moving slowly, of thoughts drifting softly. It smells faintly of wool and something older, something familiar, something like home. The lamp hums very softly, almost too soft to notice, but it is there, a quiet presence, like a steady breath. Outside, the snow continues, still falling, still quiet, still unhurried. The sky is a soft grey, not dark, not bright, just calm. The kind of sky that holds the day gently, the kind that asks nothing. There is no wind, no sudden movement, only the slow drifting of snow. The world feels wrapped, covered, softened, protected. Inside the room, everything mirrors that feeling. Soft, warm, still, safe. Take another slow breath. Let the moment stretch. Let it become longer. There is nothing to do yet. No need to begin. Just being here is enough. The yarn rests in its basket. Its texture looks soft, almost cloud-like. Each strand waiting to be touched, waiting to be shaped, waiting to become something more. But not yet. There is no rush. The hook lies beside the basket. Small, smooth, quiet. It reflects a bit of the lamp's glow, a soft shimmer. It has been used before, many times. It knows the rhythm. It remembers the motion. It waits patiently. The tea cools slightly, still warm, still gentle. The steam rises more slowly now, fading into the quiet air. The clock continues. Tick, tick, tick. Time moves, but it moves gently here. It does not push. It does not pull. It simply passes, and the room allows it. The chair holds its place. The blanket rests. The yarn waits. The light stays warm. Everything feels steady. Everything feels calm. Take a slow breath. Let your thoughts soften. Let them become quieter, like the snow outside, drifting, falling, disappearing. The world beyond the window feels far away, not gone, just distant. There are no sounds of roads, no voices, no movement, only quiet, only stillness, only the soft presence of winter. Inside, the room holds you gently, like it has held many moments before, like it will hold many moments again. Nothing is new, nothing is unfamiliar, and that is what makes it peaceful. The small table stands firm, the cup rests, the lamp glows, the basket leans, each object in its place, each object part of the whole. There is a rhythm here, even before anything begins. A quiet rhythm, a gentle pattern, the kind that does not need to be noticed. It simply exists. It simply is. Take another slow breath. Let the room feel quiet. Let your body feel still. The moment stretches a little longer, soft, unbroken, unrushed. This is where it begins. Not with movement, not with action, but with stillness, with quiet, with presence, The chair waits. The yarn waits. The hands will come soon. The stitches will begin, but not yet. For now, there is only this: a quiet winter room, a soft light, a warm cup of tea, snow falling gently outside, and a sense that everything is exactly as it should be. Everything feels calm. Everything feels ready. There is nothing to rush. The rhythm is gentle. The moment is enough. The room remains quiet. Nothing has changed. And yet, something begins. A small shift, a gentle movement, the kind that does not disturb the calm. The chair receives a quiet weight. A presence settles into it, softly, without sound, without hurry. Take a slow breath. Let the moment continue. The blanket on the back of the chair is lifted, folded once, then rested across the lap. It falls gently. Its warmth spreads slowly, familiar, comforting. The hands move next. Calm hands, steady hands. They have done this before, many times. They reach toward the basket, not quickly, not with purpose that feels urgent, just a simple motion, a knowing motion. The fingers brush the top layer of yarn, soft, cool at first, then warming slightly under the touch. The texture is gentle, a little fuzzy, a little uneven, perfect in its own quiet way. The hand pauses there for a moment, resting, feeling. Take a slow breath. Let your shoulders soften. One skein is chosen, a pale cream color, not bright, not sharp, soft like morning light through curtains, soft like snow before sunrise. It lifts easily from the basket. The yarn gives a little as it moves. It has weight, but not much. Just enough to feel real. Just enough to feel present. The other skeins settle back into place. Quiet again. The cream yarn rests in the lap. The strand is found, gently, without searching too much. It is there. It has always been there. Waiting, the hook is picked up next. It fits into the hand as if it belongs there, because it does. It always has. Smooth, cool, light. The fingers curl around it naturally. No adjustment needed, no thought required. The motion is remembered, stored somewhere quiet, somewhere deep. Take another slow breath. Let the room feel steady. The tea is lifted, a small sip, warm, gentle. It moves slowly down, a soft comfort. The cup returns to the table, carefully, without sound. The clock continues. Tick, tick, tick. Time is still moving, but it does not matter. Not here, not now. The yarn rests in the left hand, the hook in the right, or perhaps the other way around. It does not matter. What matters is the feeling, the quiet beginning. The first loop is made, simple, familiar. The yarn bends, forms, becomes something, a small knot, a starting point. Not complicated, not perfect, just enough. The hook slides through, gently. The yarn is pulled. The loop tightens, but not too tight, just right. Take a slow breath. Let the rhythm begin. The first chain stitch forms, then another and another, each one the same, each one slightly different. The hook moves, the yarn follows, over, pull through, over, pull through. A quiet pattern begins. No sound, only motion, only feeling. The fingers adjust slightly. The tension settles. Not too loose, not too firm, just comfortable. The chain grows slowly, one stitch at a time. There is no need to count, no need to measure. The hands know, they always know. The lamplight rests gently on the yarn. It gives the cream color a soft glow, warm, calm. The stitches catch the light in small ways, tiny shapes forming, one after another. Take another slow breath, let your thoughts drift. The outside world stays far away. The snow continues, still falling, still quiet. Inside, the movement becomes steady, repetitive, comforting. The hook dips, the yarn wraps, the loop pulls through again and again and again. There is no need to think. The hands move on their own, guided by memory, guided by habit, guided by something deeper than thought. The chain grows longer. It rests lightly across the fingers. Soft, flexible, alive in its own quiet way. The fingers slide along it, noticing the texture, the small bumps, the tiny loops, each one part of something larger, something that will come later, but not now. Now is just this. This stitch, this moment, this quiet rhythm. Take a slow breath. Let the rhythm feel gentle. The chair holds steady. The blanket warms. The lamp glows. Nothing changes. And yet, everything feels in motion. A soft kind of motion, a slow kind of progress. The tea cools a little more. Still warm, still waiting. The clock continues. Tick, tick, tick. The yarn begins to feel warmer. It adjusts to the hands, or the hands adjust to it. It is hard to tell. The two become connected, working together without effort, without force, just quiet cooperation. The chain reaches a natural length. The hands pause, only for a moment, not stopping, just noticing. The fingers turn the work, a simple movement, practiced, easy. The next row begins. The hook enters the stitch. The yarn wraps, pull, through. 2 loops, then 1. A small stitch forms. Soft, even, gentle, then another and another, each one like the last, each one building quietly. There is no rush, there is no need to finish, only the need to continue. Slowly, steadily, take another slow breath. Let your body feel heavier. The repetition becomes soothing. Like the ticking clock, like the falling snow, like a soft breath in and out. The hands move without thinking. The mind drifts, not far, just enough. Memories begin to soften at the edges. Not fully formed, not fully present, Just a gentle sense of something familiar, something long ago, but not yet clear. The stitches continue, one by one. A small piece begins to take shape. Nothing large, nothing defined, just a beginning, just a foundation. The yarn slides easily, the hook glides, the fingers guide. Everything feels natural, everything feels right. The room stays quiet, the light stays warm, the moment stretches, soft and unbroken. Take a slow breath, let the room feel quiet. The work grows slowly, a few rows now, still small, still simple, but steady, always steady. The hands pause again, only briefly. The fingers press lightly against the stitches, feeling them, checking them, not for perfection, just for comfort, just for balance. Then the motion begins again, over, pull through, over, pull through, again and again. The rhythm deepens, becomes softer, more familiar, like a quiet hum, like a steady heartbeat. The outside world fades further. Only the room remains, only the chair, the lamp, the yarn, the quiet work. The tea is lifted once more, another small sip, warm, calm. The cup returns, everything continues, nothing is interrupted. The stitches keep forming, the piece grows slowly, gently, without effort, without thought. Take another slow breath. Let everything feel calm. The hands slow just a little, not stopping, just softening. The motion becomes lighter, easier, almost like drifting. The yarn moves, the hook follows, the loops appear and disappear into shape. Everything feels quiet, everything feels steady. The rhythm is gentle. There is nothing to rush, there is nothing to finish. Only this, only the slow beginning, only the quiet comfort of starting. The room holds the moment. The chair supports, the light warms, the yarn listens, and the hands continue, softly, patiently, endlessly calm. The stitches continue. They do not stop. They do not hurry. They simply move, one after another, the same motion, again and again. Take a slow breath. Let the rhythm feel steady. The hands no longer think. They no longer guide. They follow. They follow something quiet, something familiar, something that has been there for many years. The hook dips into a stitch. The yarn wraps softly. The loop is pulled through. 2 loops, then 1. A stitch forms, then another, and another. The movement is small, but it is enough. The yarn slides easily now. It no longer feels new. It feels known. It feels like it belongs in the hands. The fingers adjust without noticing. A slight shift, a gentle pull. The tension settles into place. Not too tight, not too loose, just right. The piece grows slowly, row by row, stitch by stitch. There is no need to look closely. The hands already understand. They know where to go. They know what to do. Take another slow breath. Let your thoughts drift. The room stays the same. The lamp still glows, soft and warm. The light rests on the yarn, giving it a gentle shine. The chair holds steady. The blanket rests across the lap. Warm, comforting. The tea sits quietly, no longer steaming, still warm enough, still waiting. The clock continues. Tick, tick, tick. The sound blends with the movement. The ticking and the stitching become one. A quiet rhythm, a gentle pattern. Outside, the snow continues to fall, slowly, softly. Without sound, the window holds the stillness. The glass slightly cool, the world beyond softened by white. Everything feels distant. Everything feels calm. Inside, the motion continues. The hook enters. The yarn wraps. The loop pulls through. Again and again. There is no change. And that is what makes it peaceful. Nothing surprises. Nothing interrupts. Only the steady repetition. Take a slow breath. Let your body feel heavier. The hands move more slowly now, not because they are tired, but because there is no need to move quickly. Each stitch has its time. Each movement has its place. The yarn rests across the fingers. Soft, warm now. It has taken on the warmth of the hands. It no longer feels separate. It feels connected. The piece grows a little wider, a little longer. Still small, still simple, but steady. Always steady. The fingers slide along the edge, feeling the shape, not checking, just noticing the small ridges, the gentle pattern, each stitch sitting beside the next. Nothing stands out. Nothing needs to. Everything belongs together. Take another slow breath. Let the room feel quiet. The motion continues. Over, pull through, over, pull through. Again and again. The same. Always the same. The mind begins to soften. Thoughts drift in and out, like the snow outside, arriving quietly, leaving just as gently. Nothing stays. Nothing needs to. The rhythm fills the space, the steady movement, the soft repetition. It becomes something like a lullaby, without sound, without words, just motion, just feeling. The hands continue. They do not pause. They do not hesitate. They trust the pattern. They trust the memory. The hook glides. The yarn follows. The stitches form quietly, naturally. The shoulders relax. The breath slows. The body settles deeper into the chair. Everything becomes softer. Even the light feels softer. Even the air feels still. Take a slow breath. Let everything feel calm. The piece grows row by row. The edges remain even. Not perfect, but gentle. The small variations do not matter. They never did. They are part of the work, part of the feeling, part of the quiet story being made. The fingers adjust the yarn again, a slight pull, a small release. The tension remains steady, comfortable. The hook continues its path. in, around, through, in, around, through. A pattern without end, a rhythm without change. The clock ticks on, tick, tick, tick. The sound feels softer now, blended into everything else. Part of the same quiet world. The tea is lifted again, a small sip, still warm, still gentle. The cup returns. The hands continue. Nothing is interrupted. Nothing is broken. The flow remains. The stitches form one after another. The piece rests across the lap, growing slowly, warming slightly. The blanket beneath it softens the space. Everything feels layered, soft upon soft, warm upon warm. Take another slow breath. Let your thoughts become lighter. The outside world feels even further away now. There is no sense of time passing, only the quiet movement, only the steady rhythm. The snow continues. The room holds. The hands move. Everything stays the same, and that is enough. The fingers no longer notice each stitch. They move as one, a single motion repeating, a single rhythm continuing. The yarn feeds smoothly. The hook catches it easily. Nothing resists. Nothing pulls away. Everything works together, quietly, gently. The piece grows another row, then another. The pattern remains simple. Nothing changes. Nothing needs to. The comfort comes from the sameness, from the repetition, from the steady, unbroken flow. Take a slow breath. Let the rhythm carry you. The body feels heavier now, more relaxed, more settled. The chair supports without effort. The blanket warms without weight. The room holds without pressure. Everything feels easy. The stitches continue. Over, pull through, over, pull through. Again and again, the motion becomes softer, lighter, almost floating. The hands slow, just slightly, not stopping, just easing. The yarn moves quietly. The hook follows gently. The loops form without effort. The mind drifts further. Thoughts become softer, less defined, more like feelings, more like quiet impressions. Nothing clear, nothing sharp, just calm, just stillness. Take another slow breath. Let everything feel quiet. The piece now rests comfortably across the lap. It has grown. Not large, but enough to feel, enough to notice. The fingers slide across it again. Soft, warm, even. It feels good. It feels right. The hands return to the motion without pause, without thought. The rhythm continues, steady, unbroken, gentle. The room remains the same. The lamp glows, the clock ticks, the snow falls. Nothing changes, and nothing needs to. The quiet continues. The work continues. The moment stretches, soft and endless. The stitches keep forming, one after another, without beginning, without end. Only this, only the rhythm, only the calm. Everything feels steady. Everything feels soft. Everything feels exactly as it should be. Take a slow breath. Let the rhythm hold you. There is nothing to rush. There is nowhere to go. Only the gentle movement. Only the quiet repetition. Only the soft comfort of continuing. The rhythm continues. Soft, steady, unbroken. The hook moves. The yarn follows. The stitches form, one after another. Take a slow breath. Let the motion stay gentle. The hands no longer think. They remember, not in words, not in clear pictures, but in feeling. A quiet memory begins to rise, slowly, softly, like the snow outside. It does not rush in. It drifts, it settles. The stitches continue. Over, pull through, over, pull through. And somewhere within that motion, a memory of hands. Older hands, gentle hands. Hands that move just like this. Calm, steady, patient. The room feels the same, and yet not the same. Another room begins to take shape, faint at first, then clearer. A wooden chair, a soft lamp, a basket of yarn, so familiar, so close. Take another slow breath. Let the memory come gently. Grandmother's hands were always warm, even in winter, even when the air felt cool. Her fingers moved slowly, but never too slow. They knew their way, just like these hands know now. The hook dips into a stitch, the yarn wraps, the loop pulls through, and the memory settles deeper. There was a quiet evening, much like this one. The light was soft, the room was warm. The clock ticked in the same steady way. Tick, tick, tick. Grandmother sat in her chair, not far from the window, not far from the small wooden table. Her yarn rested in a basket beside her, just like this, always just like this. The same kind of basket, the same kind of quiet. The stitches continue, one after another. The rhythm does not break. The memory flows through it. She would begin slowly, just as now. Her hands never rushed, never hurried. Each stitch had its time. Each loop had its place. Take a slow breath. Let the room feel quiet. Her voice was soft, not often loud, not often needed. Sometimes she would speak, sometimes she would not. But her presence was always there, warm, steady, comforting. The yarn would slide through her fingers, just as it does now. The hook would move in, around, through, the same motion, the same rhythm, passed from one pair of hands to another, without effort, without force, only through quiet time, only through gentle watching. The stitches continue. Over, pull through, over, pull through. The memory becomes clearer. There was a blanket once, not perfect, not even, but soft, always soft. She worked on it in the evenings. The same light, the same chair, the same quiet room. Sometimes the fire would glow. Sometimes the window would hold the snow. Sometimes the rain would tap softly. But the hands always moved the same, always calm, always steady. Take another slow breath. Let your thoughts drift gently. There were lessons, but they were not spoken loudly, not explained with many words. They were shown quietly, slowly, a hand guiding another, a stitch corrected with care, a gentle nod, a soft smile. That was enough. The hands now follow that same path, the same small adjustments, the same soft tension, the same understanding. The yarn moves easily. It listens just as it did before. The hook glides, familiar, known, trusted. The stitches form and the memory stays close. Not heavy, not sad, just present, just warm. The room now holds 2 times at once. This moment and that moment, they sit together, quietly, like 2 chairs side by side. Take a slow breath. Let everything feel calm. Grandmother would sometimes pause, not for long, just a moment. Her fingers resting on the yarn, feeling it, understanding it. Then the motion would begin again, softly, naturally, without thought. The same happens now. A small pause, a gentle touch. Then the stitches continue. Nothing is lost. Nothing is forgotten. It has all been carried forward in quiet ways, in steady hands, in gentle habits. The clock continues. Tick, tick, tick. Time has passed. Many years, many evenings, and yet this moment feels close, very close, as if nothing has changed, as if the same quiet thread connects it all. The yarn feeds through the fingers, smooth, warm, alive with motion. The hook catches it, pulls it through, forms another stitch, then another. The piece grows, just as her blankets once grew, row by row, stitch by stitch. Take another slow breath. Let the memory soften. Her presence was never loud, never overwhelming. It was gentle, like a soft light in the corner, like the ticking of a clock, like the warmth of a blanket. Always there, always steady. The room holds that feeling now. It has not left. It has never left. The hands carry it. The stitches carry it. The quiet carries it. The snow continues outside, just as it did then, just as it does now, falling softly, without sound, without hurry. The window reflects the lamp's glow, a soft shimmer, a quiet echo, inside and outside, past and present, all resting together. Take a slow breath. Let everything feel still. The motion continues. Over, pull through, over, pull through. The same rhythm, the same calm, the same quiet. The fingers adjust slightly. A small correction, a gentle guide, just as she once did, just as was once shown, without words, without pressure, only patience, only time. The piece grows a little more. It rests softly across the lap, warm, comforting, familiar. It feels like something known, something remembered, even if it has not yet been finished, even if it has only just begun. The hands continue. They do not stop. They do not question. They trust. They follow. They remember. Take another slow breath. Let the rhythm hold you. The memory begins to settle, not fading, just becoming part of the quiet, part of the moment, part of the gentle flow. Grandmother's hands are no longer seen, but they are felt in every stitch, in every movement, in every quiet pause. They remain softly, calmly, always present. The room returns fully. The chair, the lamp, the yarn, the tea. Everything as it was. Everything as it is. Nothing lost. Nothing changed. Only continued. Only carried forward. The stitches keep forming, one after another, steady, gentle, unbroken. The rhythm is the same. The feeling is the same. The quiet is the same. Take a slow breath. Let the room feel quiet. There is nothing to rush. There is nothing to finish. Only the soft comfort of remembering. Only the gentle rhythm of hands that know the way. Everything feels calm. Everything feels warm. Everything feels exactly as it should be. The stitches continue. Soft, steady, unhurried. The hook moves. The yarn follows. Nothing changes. And yet, time begins to pass more quietly, more deeply. Take a slow breath. Let the room feel still. The memory has settled. It rests gently beneath the moment. No longer rising. No longer forming. Just present. Like a soft layer beneath everything. The hands continue their work. Over, pull through. Over, pull through. The rhythm feels slower now. Not because it has changed, but because everything around it has softened. The light from the lamp feels warmer, more golden. It spreads across the room in a quiet glow. The shadows grow softer. The edges blur gently. Nothing sharp remains. The chair holds its place. Steady, supportive. The blanket across the lap feels warmer now, more settled, as if it has become part of the body, as if it has always been there. Take another slow breath. Let your shoulders rest deeper. The tea sits untouched for a while, its warmth fading slowly, still comforting, still present. The surface of the tea is calm. No steam now, only quiet, only stillness. The clock continues. Tick, tick, tick. The sound feels slower. Or perhaps everything else has slowed around it. Each tick stretches. Each moment lingers. Time is not rushing. It is resting. The stitches form one by one, each one placed gently beside the last. No need to look. No need to check. The hands know. They always know. The piece has grown. It now covers more of the lap. Soft, even, comforting. The fingers slide across it briefly, feeling the texture, not judging, just noticing. The yarn is warm now, fully warmed. It moves easily, without resistance, without hesitation. Take a slow breath. Let the rhythm carry you. Outside, the snow continues to fall, but something has changed. It feels softer now, quieter, as if the world has grown more still. The sky deepens slightly, a softer grey. A gentle shift, not sudden, not strong, just a quiet change. The window reflects more of the room now. The lamp's glow appears faintly in the glass. A soft echo of light. Inside and outside begin to blend. The room feels more enclosed, more sheltered, more calm. The hands continue. Over, pull through, over, pull through. The rhythm does not break. It deepens, becomes more soothing, more steady, like a slow breath in and out. The body settles further into the chair. The weight becomes heavier, but in a gentle way. A comfortable heaviness, a resting weight. The shoulders drop, the arms relax. The hands move with less effort. Everything becomes easier. Take another slow breath. Let your thoughts become quieter. There are fewer thoughts now, fewer words, more space, more stillness. The mind drifts softly, without direction, without need. The stitches continue, one after another, a soft, endless pattern. The yarn feeds through the fingers, smooth, warm, alive with quiet movement. The hook glides through each loop, effortless, familiar, trusted. The piece grows another row, then another. Time passes, but it is not noticed. It is not counted. It simply moves, like the snow, like the ticking clock, like the steady hands. The tea is lifted again. A small sip, now only gently warm, still comforting. The cup returns, carefully, without sound. Everything continues. Nothing is interrupted. The room remains still. The light remains soft. The air remains warm. Take a slow breath. Let everything feel calm. The outside world fades even further. There are no sounds, no movement, only the quiet fall of snow, only the soft grey sky. Inside, the room feels like its own small world, protected, wrapped, held gently. The stitches continue. Over, pull through, over, pull through. The same motion, the same rhythm. Nothing changes, and that is what makes it peaceful. The hands slow just slightly, not stopping, just easing. The motion becomes softer, more fluid, almost like drifting. The yarn moves quietly. The hook follows. The loops form without effort. The fingers guide without thought. Everything feels natural. Everything feels light. Take another slow breath. Let your body feel heavier. The chair supports fully now. There is no need to adjust. No need to move. Everything is already comfortable. The blanket warms. The yarn rests. The hands continue. The clock ticks. Tick, tick, tick. The sound is distant now, soft, blended into the quiet. The piece has grown larger. It rests comfortably, a gentle weight across the lap. The stitches are even, not perfect, but calm. That is enough. That has always been enough. The fingers move along the edge again. A soft touch, a quiet noticing, then back to the motion. Always back to the motion. Over, pull through. Over, pull through. Take a slow breath. Let the moment stretch. The room feels deeper now, quieter, more still, as if time itself has softened, as if everything has slowed to match the rhythm of the hands. The snow continues. The sky deepens. The light warms. The stitches form. Everything moves together, gently, quietly, without effort. There is no need to think, no need to remember, no need to plan. Only this moment, only this soft passing of time. The mind drifts further. Thoughts become faint, like distant echoes, barely there, barely needed. The body rests, the breath slows, the rhythm continues. Take another slow breath. Let everything feel quiet. The stitches keep forming, one after another, without beginning, without end. The room holds the moment, soft, still, unbroken. The hands continue, patient, steady, calm. The yarn moves, the hook follows, the piece grows. And time passes, quietly, gently, almost unnoticed. Everything feels calm. Everything feels soft. Everything feels exactly as it should be. The stitches continue, soft, even, unhurried. The hook moves. The yarn follows. Nothing changes. And yet, something deepens. Take a slow breath. Let the room feel warm. The piece now rests more fully across the lap. It has grown. Not large, but enough to feel like something. Enough to hold. The fingers pause for a moment. They rest on the fabric, feeling it. Soft, gentle, a quiet weight. The kind that comforts without asking. The kind that settles without effort. Then the motion begins again. Over, pull through. Over, pull through. The rhythm remains, but now it carries something more. A sense of purpose. Not a strong one, not something that pushes. Just a quiet knowing that this will become something useful, something warm, something that will be held again one day. Take another slow breath. Let your shoulders soften. The idea of blankets comes gently, not as a thought, more as a feeling, a memory of warmth, a memory of being wrapped, a memory of quiet evenings like this one. Blankets have always been there, in small ways, in quiet ways, folded over chairs, resting at the end of beds, tucked around shoulders on cold nights, always waiting, always ready. The stitches continue, one by one, each one part of something larger, something that will hold warmth, something that will carry time. The hands move with care, not careful in a tense way, but careful in a gentle way, a respectful way, as if each stitch matters, because it does. Take a slow breath. Let the rhythm feel steady. There were blankets before, many blankets, some soft and worn, some newer, some made long ago, each one holding its own quiet story. Each one made slowly, just like this, just like now. The fingers slide along the fabric again, feeling the rose, the small ridges, the gentle pattern. Nothing complicated, nothing demanding, just simple, just steady. The kind of work that lasts, the kind of work that stays. The hook continues, in, around, through, in, around, through. The motion is soft, the movement is light. The yarn flows easily. The hands follow without thought. Take another slow breath. Let everything feel calm. There is something about making a blanket, something quiet, something steady. It is not only about the finished piece, it is about the time inside it, the slow hours, the quiet evenings, the gentle moments, all held together in stitches. Each row carries a little of that time. Each stitch holds a small piece of calm. The work grows slowly, row by row, nothing rushed, nothing forced. The room remains still. The lamp glows softly. The clock ticks quietly. Tick, tick, tick. The sound blends into everything else. Part of the same rhythm, part of the same quiet. Outside, the snow continues. Soft, endless, unhurried. The world feels wrapped. And inside, the same feeling grows. A sense of being held, a sense of being surrounded by warmth. Take a slow breath. Let your thoughts drift gently. The hands move without pause. Without effort, they follow the same path, the same pattern, the same gentle rhythm. There is comfort in that. There is peace in repetition. The peace grows a little more. It now rests more fully. A soft layer across the lap. It feels real. It feels present. The fingers press lightly against it, not checking, just feeling. The warmth, the softness, the quiet strength of the yarn. Then the stitches continue. Over, pull through, over, pull through, again and again. The idea of giving comes softly, not strong, not defined. Just a quiet sense that this will be shared, that it will rest somewhere else one day, on another chair, in another room, around another pair of shoulders. The thought does not linger. It does not need to. It is simply there. Part of the calm, part of the work. Take another slow breath. Let everything feel gentle. The room holds its quiet. Nothing changes. Nothing interrupts. The light remains warm. The air remains still. The chair supports without effort. Everything feels steady. The hands slow just slightly, not stopping, just softening. The motion becomes lighter, almost like drifting. The yarn moves, the hook follows. The stitches form quietly, naturally. The blanket beneath the work feels warmer now. Layer upon layer, soft upon soft. Everything feels comfortable. Everything feels settled. The clock continues. Tick, tick, tick. Time passes. But it does not matter. It does not need to be noticed. The work continues. That is enough. The fingers adjust the yarn gently. A small shift, a quiet correction. The tension remains soft, even calm. The hook glides through each stitch, effortless, familiar. The piece grows another row, then another, always steady, always slow. Take a slow breath. Let the moment stretch. There is something simple here, something true, a quiet tradition, passed from one evening to another, from one set of hands to another, not spoken, not written, just lived, just felt. The stitches carry that forward, each one a small continuation, each one a quiet link. The room feels deeper now, more still, more at rest. The outside world feels very far away. Only the snow remains, only the soft sky, only the quiet night beginning to settle. Inside, the warmth holds, the calm remains, the rhythm continues. Over, pull through, over, pull through. The same motion, the same peace. The hands move slowly, gently, without effort, without thought. The body rests fully now. The breath is soft. The shoulders are loose. Everything feels easy. Take another slow breath. Let everything feel calm. The piece rests comfortably, a growing blanket, not finished, not complete, but already enough, already comforting. The fingers glide across it once more, soft, warm, steady, then back to the motion, always back to the motion. The yarn moves, the hook follows, the stitches form, one after another, without hurry, without end. Everything feels steady, everything feels soft, everything feels exactly as it should be. The stitches continue, but more slowly now, softer, lighter, as if the motion itself is beginning to rest. Take a slow breath. Let your body feel heavy. The hands still move, but they no longer lead. They follow something even quieter, something slower. The hook dips into the stitch. The yarn wraps. The loop pulls through. Over, pull through. Over, pull through. The same rhythm, but gentler now, more spaced, more open. The pauses between each stitch grow slightly longer, not by much, just enough to feel, just enough to soften the moment. The room feels deeper, more still. The light from the lamp has softened further. It no longer reaches as far. It gathers close, holding the chair, holding the yarn, holding the quiet space. Everything outside that small glow feels distant, faded, unimportant. Take another slow breath. Let your eyes rest. The blanket across the lap feels warmer, heavier, comforting in a deeper way. The growing piece rests on top of it, soft against soft, layer upon layer. The fingers move across the yarn more slowly. The touch is lighter, more gentle, almost drifting. The stitches form, but without urgency, without intention to move forward, only to continue, only to stay within the rhythm. The clock continues. Tick, tick, tick. The sound feels far away now, soft, distant, like something heard through a dream. The snow outside continues, but it is no longer something to notice. It simply is. The window holds a faint reflection of the lamp, a small glow in the darkness. Inside and outside no longer feel separate. Everything blends into quiet. Take a slow breath. Let everything feel soft. The hands slow again. The motion becomes even more gentle. The hook enters. The yarn wraps. The loop pulls through. A stitch forms. Then a pause. Then another stitch. Then a longer pause. Nothing is rushed. Nothing is needed. The piece grows, but it no longer matters how much, only that it continues, only that the rhythm remains. The fingers loosen slightly. The grip softens. The yarn moves with almost no effort. The hook glides lightly, barely felt, barely seen. The mind drifts more deeply now. Thoughts no longer form clearly. They pass through like soft shadows, unnoticed, unheld, gone before they fully arrive. Take another slow breath. Let your thoughts fade. The room feels wrapped in stillness, a deeper stillness, a resting stillness, as if everything has settled into place, as if nothing will move again. The chair supports, the blanket warms, the yarn rests. The hands move slowly, gently, endlessly calm. The stitches continue. Over, pull through, pause it. Over, pull through, longer pause. The rhythm stretches, becomes softer, more open, like a quiet breath that lingers. The tea remains untouched, cool now, but still present, still part of the moment. Nothing needs to change. Nothing needs to be adjusted. Everything is already enough. Take a slow breath. Let your body sink deeper. The shoulders feel heavy. The arms feel light. The hands move without weight, without effort. The yarn rests across the fingers, barely noticed. The hook follows its path, familiar, automatic, gentle. The piece rests quietly, a soft presence, a growing comfort. The fingers brush across it, lightly, slowly, then return to the motion, always returning, but more slowly now, always softer. The clock continues. Tick, tick, tick. But it no longer feels like time. It feels like something else. Something steady, something endless. The sound blends into the breath, into the rhythm, into the quiet. Take another slow breath. Let everything feel still. The light dims slightly, or perhaps the eyes have softened. The room feels darker, but warmer, more enclosed, more at rest. The outside world has disappeared completely. There is no sense of distance now. Only this small, quiet space. Only this gentle motion. The stitches continue, but they are fewer now, more spaced, more delicate. Each one placed softly, then a pause, then another. The motion slows further, the hands almost resting, almost still, but not quite, not yet. The yarn moves barely. The hook follows lightly. The loops form softly. Take a slow breath. Let your thoughts disappear. There is no need to hold on to anything. No need to follow anything. Only the rhythm remains. Only the gentle motion. Only the quiet. The piece rests across the lap. Warm. Soft. Complete enough. There is no need to finish. There is no need to continue. And yet, the stitches still come. Slowly, gently, like a quiet heartbeat. The fingers loosen further. The tension softens. Everything becomes easier. Everything becomes lighter. The motion fades. Just slightly. The pauses grow longer. The stitches become fewer. The rhythm becomes softer, almost like it is drifting away. Take another slow breath. Let everything feel calm. The room holds the silence. The lamp glows softly. The chair rests. The blanket warms. The yarn waits. The hands slow and slow again until the movement feels like a whisper, barely there, barely needed. The stitches come, then pass, then another, then rest. The rhythm fades into stillness, but not fully, not yet. Just enough to feel the quiet, just enough to feel the rest. Everything feels soft. Everything feels slow. Everything feels ready to drift. The breath is steady. The body is still. The mind is quiet. The room is calm. Take a final slow breath. Let everything soften. Let everything fade. The hands rest lightly now. The yarn rests with them. The hook still in place. Nothing moving. Nothing needing to move. Only quiet. Only stillness. Only rest. The room is very still now. Nothing moves. Nothing needs to. The hands rest gently in the lap. The yarn lies softly between the fingers. The hook remains where it was last placed. Quiet, unmoving, at ease. Take a slow breath. Let everything feel soft. The blanket beneath the hands holds a quiet warmth, a steady warmth. Not strong, not fading, just enough. The growing piece rests on top. Calm, complete enough for now. There is no need to add another stitch. No need to continue. Everything has already been enough. The lamp glows in a small circle. Its light feels closer now, more gentle, more contained. The rest of the room fades into softness. Edges blur, corners disappear. Only the quiet center remains. Take another slow breath. Let your body feel heavy. The chair supports without effort. The back rests. The arms settle. The weight of the moment sinks gently into place. Nothing needs adjusting. Nothing needs changing. Everything is already comfortable. The clock continues. Tick, tick, tick. But the sound is very soft now, barely there, like a distant echo. It no longer marks time. It simply exists, like everything else. Outside, the snow has slowed, or perhaps it continues just the same. It is no longer something to follow. The window reflects only a faint glow, a quiet shimmer of light. The world beyond has become still, distant, unfelt. Take a slow breath. Let your thoughts drift away. The hands remain still, resting lightly on the yarn. The fingers no longer move. They no longer guide. They simply rest. Warm, quiet, peaceful. The piece across the lap feels soft, gently weighted, like something that has always been there, like something that will always remain. It does not need to grow further. It does not need to be finished tonight. It is enough, just as it is. Take another slow breath. Let the room feel quiet. The air feels warm, steady, still. There is no movement, no sound beyond the soft ticking, no change in the light, no shift in the moment. Everything has settled. Everything has come to rest. The memory of hands remains, not clear, not active, just present. A quiet warmth, a gentle echo, held softly within the stillness. Nothing is needed. Nothing is missing. Everything has been carried here, into this quiet place, into this soft ending. Take a slow breath. Let your eyes rest. The body feels heavy now, comfortably heavy, like being wrapped in something soft, something warm, something familiar. The blanket beneath the hands holds that feeling. The yarn carries it. The room surrounds it. Everything working together, without effort, without thought. The breath moves slowly, in and out, in and out. Nothing changes. Nothing needs to. The stillness deepens. The quiet grows softer. The moment stretches gently, like a long exhale. The hands remain where they are. The yarn rests with them. The hook lies quietly. No movement, no intention, only rest. Take another slow breath. Let everything soften. The light from the lamp feels like a gentle glow through closed eyes. Warm, faint, comforting. The edges of the room disappear. The chair fades. The table fades. The window fades. Only the feeling remains. Only the warmth. Only the quiet. The clock continues somewhere far away. Tick, tick, tick. But it no longer matters. Time no longer matters. There is only this soft space, this quiet moment, this gentle rest. The breath slows further. The body sinks deeper. The mind becomes still. Thoughts no longer come. They no longer need to. Everything is already calm. Everything is already quiet. Take a slow breath. Let everything feel safe. The warmth holds steady. The softness surrounds. The silence comforts. Nothing will change. Nothing will disturb this moment. It simply continues, softly, endlessly. The yarn rests. The blanket rests. The room rests. And so do you. There is nothing to finish. Nothing to begin again. Only this gentle pause. This quiet ending. This soft place to rest. Take one more slow breath. Let it go slowly. Let everything drift. Let everything settle. The room fades into quiet. The light softens into darkness. The warmth remains. The calm remains. The feeling remains. like a blanket gently laid over everything. Soft, warm, endless. Everything is calm. Everything is quiet. Everything is exactly as it should be.